Looks like we're live. Good. Welcome, everyone. Looks like we're live. That's echoing. I'll turn that shit off. There we go. Or at least turn it down. Let's get a few more people in the room. Say hello when you come into the chat, if you like. There we go. We got a few more people coming. Give me a second. Let's let some people gather while we're going live. What is today? Tuesday? Is it right? Trauma drama? Yeah. There we go. Hi. Hello, Amanda. Great to hear from you, darling. Yay. Hello, Jennifer. Hola, gentle fire. There we go. More people. Hello, hello. I miss you being live. I'm lucky to catch up. Very good. All right, everyone. So I had a, yeah, I got you, darling. Hello, Kevin. I had a comment on one of my videos recently, and someone had written, "Could you give me your take on the idea of trauma and the body?" And I think we ought to just go ahead and talk about trauma itself, and understand the relationship behind that firstly. And I named it Trauma Drama ? Now, trauma is absolutely real. There's nothing false in creation. It's all, again, the relationship behind it. Okay? So we got to understand that. Let's all understand how we are relating to reality creates our experience. Get off your high horse if you think the outside is causing any pain in the inside. You got to mature past that, transcend those ideas of externalism, and bring it back here to the subjective self and start owning your own reality. So what I want to talk about is the idea of trauma and the posturing idea that it relates to is drama. So we have a lot of things. PTSD is what we used to call shell-shocked back in the 50s and World War I and World War II and shell-shocked. And then we changed the terms, post-traumatic stress disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder. Very valid, very real. But the relationship behind it has to be looked at. The ones that are asleep, we're not concerned with. They have their trauma, let them have it. This is part of their experience. God forbid you would interfere with them by becoming a preacher. Leave them the fuck alone and get busy in your house. So subjectively and representatively, we want to understand the relationship of trauma, how it has to do with the body, has to do with the other things. I've bared witness to a lot of experiences out there about channelers and people bringing the karmatic idea and as well as other lifetime that you are somehow responsible to ascend or transcend these traumas in other lives and other selves, and you have to do it here. Well, to me, that's a big fat fucking ego of purpose. And now you get to dine on that motherfucker for as long as it takes to transcend that idea of trauma. But I want to ask you, the ones who want that reality, to look at it subjectively and realize that's not true or false. Well, no, it's real. It's whether you want to choose that or not as that relationship. Is it real that you are taking the idea of a past self, and this past self was murdered, and this self now has to take on the trauma of that murder? Okay, all of that whole idea about the past self, A, about they were murdered, B, and about your responsibility, C, is still all your truth that you're accepting, creating your reality. Is it the truth? If you say it is. If someone comes along with diarrhea of the mouth and they sell you those bills of goods for the idea of their heroics, and you need to assign the idea of causality of the pain you're suffering right now, and they're the answer to it, and you thank them for them, and then yes, then you have that reality. Where's the authority there? Where's the authority? Where is the fucking authority on that truth? The eye of the motherfucking beholder. I am taking that on because it seems reasonable. No, it's not bullshit. Oh, no. It's real because it seems reasonable to the awakener who is coveting the externalism as an authority outside of itself. And here comes a channel that is the idea of themselves and working their own reality, doing their own truth, and you're vibrating that reality not as a cause, not as a meaning, not as an idea of meant to be. Motherfucking no. What it is, it's telling you, how do you want to choose your reality? Because it's neutral right now, and you're going to assign it meaning. What do you want to do? And they come along with the story that says, well, you have to do this, this, and this in order to do this, this, and this. So we carry our own trauma and we create our drama out of this. Now, is there real? It's all real. But how about a traumatic experience? You lose your fucking legs in a goddamn war. You get your arm blown the fuck off. You get raped. You're in a car accident and you lose your goddamn eyesight. Is that traumatic? You motherfucking right it is. And that's up to that subjective self. But if you're walking around and you're having an experience of resistance, and that resistance needs to be assigned to something, then you have a way to attract a reality that says, here's what you can assign it to. Or do you want to look at it like that? No, it's not assigned to a cause. It's assigned to an idea of my interpretation. If you're walking around, you got all your fucking arms and legs and everything is fine. You have a fucking bank account and you have a diet and you have warm and you have heat and air conditioning and you're fucking fine and you're a goddamn fucking perfect. You're an awesome person and you don't need to take the badge of honor of trauma and carry it along because you need pride, an identity, and externalism. Now that's going to take a mature person. Not mature as an age. Not forged in the idea of I'm mature because I have a responsibility. No, I'm talking about the enlightener who woke the fuck up, who gets busy deconstructing the diarrhea of humanity to forge its own light once again and shine it upon the world so the enlightenment can occur for this fucking species. Or do you want to keep being an image? You have to discern that yourself. None of them are wrong. They're all correct. Remember, everything in reality is true. It's whether it's your truth. And you got to see if you're externalizing that shit or you're internalizing it for the idea of a drama, to have another posture, another identity, another donned mask of time to give you validity. How many times are you going to carry on the story? How many times you talk about history? How many times you talk about shoulda, coulda, wouldas and whatabouts and this and that and that and this, and there's nothing of that shit going on right now, but you carry it into the now, every now, because that's the only way you know how to relate to reality, right? There's other ways to relate to reality. And it takes hard work, it takes dedicated work, the work of transcending emotion. The choices are easy. That's fucking easy. It's just whether you want to go through it or not. Because you're going to experience the vibrational transcendence of the quality of a God, you, creator. That you, creator, remembering, is going to take the work of a creator separated and transcend it with the work of a creator of an awakener. And the only way to transcend that is to internalize it. You don't externalize it. You don't solve problems. Oh, you can put band-aids on shit all day long. You can fix things in time, and then you just die, don't you? Trying to fix things. Systematically preparing yourself and systematically executing these ideas of preventing in salvation, and then systematically you will keep doing that until you die. Or you can wake up and look at the trauma that we have. I did this specifically because she brought it up and it reminded me the resounding themes on how many people carry this shit with you. You think a goddamn Pleiadian is going to channel the idea that you're carrying trauma and you are responsible for that? That Pleiadian is offering a vibrational idea. No one is the truth until you say it. See, we think it's an external idea, and that idea, authority, a Pleiadian, fucking blonde, like being Pleiadian. Oh, gotta know it all. I'm sorry. When the fuck did you stop being God? God the fuck up. That Pleiadian is no better than you unless you subjectivize yourself less than. And it's easy to be less than on this planet, isn't it? Because the whole society and everything you're born is automatically less than. Right? Especially if you're a woman. You're automatically less than. Oh, that's a woman. Society, not right or wrong. You got to be intelligent about this. You got to understand this. This is about enlightening, not about fixing. About seeing what you're doing to yourself, how you're relating, creating your reality and no one else's, that you're choosing the truth of the Pleiadians, saying you have to work off this responsibility and you have to stay within this frame because you are this and this and this. And I was like, you are full of shit because I motherfucking am. That's what I am. I'm my choice. So that Pleiadian did a great service. It wasn't offended because I didn't choose. It was giving me an unconditional reality of self-awareness for me to choose my truth in that moment. Doesn't matter how you get there, does it? Where's the better path to the top of the mountain? Are you in a rush when you're eternal? Are you trying to get there in first place when there's no raise? What the fuck are you doing? You're selling yourself a fucking job up here. You're selling yourself a story. That's what you need to recognize. There's an algorithm story going on, the internal dialogue that's telling you, puppeteer, 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 this way, that way, pulling the strings. And you're like, okay, okay, okay. That's fine. That's life. That's human. But you're awake and you're sitting in here watching my motherfucking ass right now means you vibrated into a reality of potential. And these words are subjectively spoken for reality to understand the possibilities of creation. And each one of you subjectively choose and create your reality out of this co-created moment. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just fucking life. Do with what you will. But I heard those stories. I mean, like, then who's saying, okay, I'm done with my trauma now. Oh, very good. Here's the gold star. Here's a badge for your life sash. Stop. No one knows you except you. No one is inside of your bubble. No one knows you except you because you have always been and ever shall be your own truth. And there's only one of us here. One God, that's all. One, I am, and everyone else, you're the same dude. You're the same dudette. You're the same fucking I am, period. You just have a different truth. And no one can own your truth because you can't. See, we have to have the all. It's law. Without the all, there's only one. If there's only one, there's no experience because we need the all to experience. That's all this bubble around us. The all are the ideas of the dust floating in the air, the microphone, the idea of the floor and the space and the window. That's the all giving me my one reality, giving you your one bubble of business. Who's the authority? Who's there sitting on the fucking throne? You. Unless ye say different. Right? All of these are identities. They're all the human working. It's not wrong that you choose this. Nothing is wrong what you've done. But you have the ability to respond right now because you're intelligent enough to attract to this moment to give you an idea of what you're doing to yourself, and you have the ability to fucking change. Is it going to be easy? Is it just a whimsical idea of like, okay, it's not a goddamn affirmation. It's not a repetition. It isn't let's see, what do you call that? Process of let's see, it's the transcendence isn't an affirmation. It's recognition first. Okay? Recognizing it. I'm full of shit. I'm full of shit. Hello, everyone. I'm full of shit. Pleased to meet you. I'm full of motherfucking shit. Belief systems galore. running all over my body. Running, this just came off. Running all over my body. Running like a banshee. Beliefs. Buck, 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 buck. And I'm full of those because I'm saying yes, yes, yep, yep. And then if I don't, oh my God, I'm afraid. What if I do? Oh, and then you feel you're alive in your fear. You're alive in your hope and you're real. And it's real because that's all we know. We're really fractaled. We are real as that. And that's why people die for their truths. That's why people kill for the truth. That's why people help for the truth and give away their shirt on their back because they believe in themselves as that identity. Yes, perfect. And then you recognize it. And then when you recognize it, you do the work. So it's not just doing this like, okay, I recognize it, it's okay, I say it, and no, you got to do the work. And the work is fucking transcendence. The first is to recognize it and own it, motherfucking own it. Own it. Mine, my bullshit. I got a whole bunch of pride because I'm successful. I look at my resume, and I'm fine, and I actually feel good. So why am I here waking up? Well, you better answer that question yourself. Because if you have a nice, comfy life of sleep, but then you woke up, that's an opportunity to make your life beyond the structures. Because obviously, if you've woken up, there's something in vibration in your life has become fucking stale. Change is upon the door, going, would you like to wake up? And then all of a sudden you realize all of these identities are just your way of feeling emotionally filled. That cycle of the fractal. I'm empty, I'm full. I'm empty, I'm full. I'm empty, I'm full. God damn, things are going too well. I need to fuck it up. God damn, things are shitty. I need to get better. Oh, you're a hero. And then you cycle to a slow, miserable fucking death. Now, the misery might be emotionally awesome. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the misery of not knowing yourself, kicking your own self in the ass when you know better up here, but you won't let yourself do it. Right? So, transcendence. First is recognition, surrender. It's all here. Right? It's all here. I've written it all down. I've got it all. I teach it. And it fucking works. But it takes a goddamn humble master with courage and big cojones to choose that humility and ascend that self through the acceptance and surrender of that recognition. I have trauma and my trauma is mine. Again, I don't have trauma. I don't have trauma. I'm not carrying the trauma with me. Right? I had trauma in my past at an event that was traumatic. But it wasn't traumatic, but they were selling me it was traumatic, and I bought into it. And I realized, no, that was just an experience. I let it the fuck go. It was living rent-free as my mind, and I bring it up and posture it and say, look what happened to me. Please love me because this happened to me. Can I have some sympathy? Maybe some compassion, empathy? And you can follow it up with, here you go. You deserve this because you had a rough life. Huh? Am I going to keep soliciting those ideas so I can fill myself again and again and again with this idea, worn out badge of honor? Or am I going to man the fuck up? God the fuck up? Woman the fuck up? Whatever you're expressing at the time. When are you going to be yourself? When you die? That's easy. You woke up. You're here to ascend the species. Not by telling the species what the fuck they're doing wrong. There was a goddamn preacher. Go to fucking church. By ascending yourself, taking the division within your own kingdom, the house divided, and uniting it. The fractal with the whole. That's the goddamn work. That's the work. So transcendence. Recognize. That's my anger. You're doing like this. You're acting like this. I wanted you to do this. You're supposed to do that. That's recognition. I'm expecting you to act like a goddamn puppet for me because I'm a tyrannical bastard. And without you being what I need, then it's your fault. Good. Now you recognize your own bullshit. And then you have to accept it because you recognize it. But the acceptance to it is just say, okay, it's me. Not fucking words, not affirmation, not refrigerator fucking things, not on the mirror. I'm rich, I'm happy, I'm awesome. No. Not up here. Don't sell yourself another job of the fucking turncoat ego. You sell yourself nothing and you surrender and you let it penetrate you. You let it absorb you. You become the guilt. You become the anger. You become it. You're just so embroiled in it. You're like, God damn, this hurts. And it's shaking you apart so you can see your own diarrhea. Because no one else is doing this to you. It's your reality. Why? Why is it you? Why did you choose this? Well, because you wanted the awesome experience of not knowing you're a goddamn God. And the only way to do that is to forget. And then the only thing you see is fear, separation. You get it all. You get the shit, you get the horrifics, you get the drama, you get the hopes, you get the needs, the wants, the desires, the success. You get all of polarity, and then you swim it in your vortex and you become that, and there's nothing else. And then we start thinking that they're that, and they're that, and they're that, and we sign everything, and we're living a great life of separation. And then, damn, shit, you woke up. So you want to keep carrying that badge with you, that flag? Huh? Well, that's choice. We're not saying you can't. We just you do what the fuck you want. The only thing a light bearer does is show you what you're doing to yourself, and then you have the ability to make a different choice. And the courage to do that. But first thing, you got to surrender to it and say, God damn, it's all me, my bullshit, my belief systems. Assigning. And some of those are really tough, especially with family members, especially with ones you have invested. Strangers are easy. You could spill your gut to a stranger and they didn't give a flying fuck because there's no investment with them. But a family member, criticism, and your whole posture is depending on these ideas. Without them, without their approval, without their fire, and without their arguments, you have no life, you have no identity, and you'd rather fucking die than be empty. Because emptiness is worth to death. It's no self. It's no worth. It's no purpose. And you're going to sell me a job that we need purpose on this planet. Fuck you. My existence is purpose. Without me, there's nobody. Nothing. Now, can you have the courage to go in the mirror and say the same thing? I am fulfilled already because I am. The purpose of me is all of existence. That's pretty good. No tea, no coffee, no computer, no clock, no pens, no pencils, no leaves, no Halloween decorations. Nothing without you. Zero, zip, no reality, emptiness. Not even aware there is nothing. Booyah. And here you are. It's hard to sell worthiness. Watch your mind fight it. Man, we fight for our limitations, don't we? We fight to have our trauma back. No, I need that. Because without it, I'm nothing. What do you think I always say? I'm enough. I don't need a resume. It hurts though. Because you get people make fun of you and you want to get back at them because your whole life has been taught. Look, Mom, second grade. Look, Mom, I passed third grade. Look, Mom, fourth grade. Look, Mom, fifth grade. Look, everybody, me. And make a fucking song out of it. You could do that, and you can say, and then we rely on, then we become that idea, and we expect it, and we need it, and we without it, we die without it. And we're afraid to go to people and say, look what I've done, here's what I get. And we sit there and we sell ourselves. You know, I'm going to sell you me? I don't need to sell me, motherfucker. I am. That's what we need to see. So you can carry these images because you are the I am. You can carry trauma. You can turn it into drama. You can experience trauma that just is obliterating to you because you're a master of experience. It doesn't matter. But you are the only one that has to live with you. Now, I need you to think about that. Because whatever you're choosing, you're doing to yourself. The ones that don't hear this don't know that. The ones that do hear this now, 1,000 years from now, it doesn't matter, now know that. You know that now. So now you have an ability to choose, to accept, surrender. I'm full of shit. It's me. Yupper dupper pepper. me. So trauma is a great thing. It's a great experience of humanity. People get mad when you talk about it. People want it so bad. All these are labels, they're externalized. Are they valid? Yes. People have panic attacks, true panic attacks. The ones that are not in the vibration of your bubble. Don't worry about the externalism that's not here and now, but when they're in your bubble, and those people are experiencing and they're soliciting you to validate these things, be the truth of the moment. Don't go in there with a plan. It's bringing the past and the now. Don't do that. Be the courageous in the self and the now and speak your truth, whatever that is. And then watch the debates going on in your mind when you're about to wreck someone's world who's always relied on you for what they can count on, their drug. And they're looking for that drug, and their drug is you, because you're giving them acceptance of their solicitation of their valid personality. And then they going, hey, you need to, and you're going, you're right, I'm going to. And then all of a sudden you're going to be a different cat. Got new stripes. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. If I do this, they might feel this. And then you have fear. Then you get to experience fear. Being your own truth in your own kingdom, and you're afraid to speak your truth because of the consequences, because you don't want to hear the reprisal. Well, God, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go through it. Because isn't that what you want to see? You want to see your own reaction to someone criticizing you because you are not enslaved to them any further? Come on, man. We're too goddamn mature as a species. We've been doing this for so long. I didn't understand it. Now I do. 18 billion years. Take all the lives and put them in the timelines, add up their lifetimes. 18 billion years of all these humans. We've been at it a long goddamn time. This is the time of change. Think about the Egyptians and the Greeks. Okay, these are pinnacle societies. They're as strong as what the United States and England and France and Germany are in our current times. They're very, very strong ideas. The strength of China, the influences of the world. That was the fucking standard, was gods. Lots and lots of gods. We had gods for everything. And then here comes this podunk fucking guy with the stick, and he goes, there's only one God. You know what kind of fucking ridicule he got? You think that candy ass fucking shit they teach on TV on the Sunday night special? Huh? You think that's how easy it was? These people were fucking drawn and quartered and hung. These people that followed the Christ conscience were fucking slaughtered. And then the Christ conscience came over to America and slaughtered our people. The Mayans, the Aztecs, the Spaniards, just fucking slicing everybody up, forcing their fucking shit down their goddamn throat. Taking all these gods that they worshiped and made them into devils because of lack. Because that's what we do to ascend. What was all of a sudden the fucking anomaly that became the same standard as all the gods of the Greeks and the Roman times, and now that God is being diminished. Now it's the Christ conscience. There's this God that's outside of the God of Abraham is nothing. Now it's the Christ conscience. Now that's what it is. And now it's time for God. I am God. God the fuck up. That's the time. That's what we are here to do. Not for them, for I am. What greater joy would you know to understand yourself as the knowing of I am, becoming a God. That what you've always been, and realizing it. It's not given to you. You're already that. You have to take down the shit that says different. Those are your beliefs. Those are your perspectives. Those are the transcending ideas of an awakener. Trauma is just one of a million ways you can describe this. But it's very valid and it's very real. So So I would do the work if you choose to do the work. And that's the greatest gift of us all. Now, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. It doesn't matter. Because no one's in charge. You're not under a microscope. You didn't agree to any fucking plan. All that's horseshit. It's just another posture of purpose. All you do is what the fuck you want to do. Because you're the only one here. And the only one that can judge you is you. Thanks, Paul. Good. I'm glad you understand the surrender. You just gotta, that's Ann. Hi, Ann. You gotta just give into it. But there's even more penetrating layers. So you just start and you allow it. You're not going to get it the first day or the second time. But one day you'll really see, oh, wait a minute, I'm still thinking about surrendering. How about I just don't fucking think and let it become me? Right? All right, guys. This is good shit. This will help take you home. You want to go home, right? Home isn't here. You leave, you return to realize you never left. You're still God, not a more God, not a lesser God, the only God. So start being I am the best way you can. Okay? If you need help with this, you can email me. I still have my school going on. I'm in the school of transcendence right now. The school of recognition is done, but I have them all recorded, and you can get those, and then you can come in and join the school of transcendence if you want to do the work. But you need to do the work if you want to discover yourself. If you don't worry about it. No one cares. No one's judging. See how it is? No one gets outside. Oh, they might try to ridicule you, but then you have the choice, don't you? Isn't it up to you? And if you're reacting to it and you're taking the outside authority over the inside authority, isn't that what you want to see? What keeps you limited? What keeps you conditioned? The truth that you bought into because you were born separated and didn't know fucking shit when you got here? And that's the only thing you coveted, so you put it on as an identity? It's real easy, guys. It's real easy. Recognition is easy. The transcendence is where the master has to get nasty with himself and go to fucking work through humility and meekness and courage. All right, so that's trauma drama. I love you too, Nay. It's Naomi. My Louisiana connection. My New Orleans connection via Houston. I love you, girl. All right, guys, listen, that's it for now. If you need anything, again, you can contact me if you like what you hear and you feel like donating. There's a donate button down there, and the classes are on my website if you want to join the classes. Other than that, go do you. Go rock your fucking world. Don't apologize. Never negotiate with yourself. Never, ever, ever hesitate with the truth in the now. Be the best self you can and find out what the fuck happens, because I'm going to tell you what it is. It's going to be life. Isn't that fantastic? All right, everyone.